Alright, this video I'm going to show you how to make this part. This part a little bit complicated. You have a little bit of feature. This is what I'm planning to do. Once again, typically when you see a part, and typically there are a variety of ways to do this. This is the way I approach this. As you can see, I'm going to see this is 2.5, this 2.5, this 2.5. I'm going to make a cube, and you have this section. I'm going to cut a section off. This is the smooth section. If you pay attention, that is this part actually is out of this base, so it's not the same length. One part, this part actually come out of this cube. So this is what I'm going to do. And let's go to SolidWorks and start with new. Part. I'm going to start from top plane, make a sketch. I'm going to choose the center rectangle. This will make sure the origin is at the center. And the unit system inch per second. I'm going to click Smart Dimension. Length is 2.5. Height should equals to length. Click this green check. So it's fully defined. Click Features, Extruded Base. Make sure the depth is 2.5 and well. Okay, click this green check. Hit F on your keyboard. Bring back to zoom to fit. Now that is, if you compare this one with our part, so we have a smooth corner on this side. We have a vertical cut over here. So we can do is use a couple of things. We do that is we can use the fillet and chamfer. Once again, that is the easy way to do this. And for this particular, I'm going to click this edge. If you click this edge, as you can see, that is the fillet is right here. I'm going to click this one. Click this one. And the radius for this one, make sure that is 0.875. 0.875. Hit enter. Okay. Now click this check. So we make sure this part is smooth. Now this part actually it has a cut with angle. I'm going to click this edge. For this one, that is the kind of have the chamfer. Chamfer is right here. I'm going to click this one. Make sure that is the vertical distance, that is from here to here, is 0.5. If it's not, input 0.5. And the angle is actually 47. From here to this vertical, that is the 47 degree. Input 47. Once again, that is depend on weight distance. In this one, this distance 0.5. This angle is 47 degree. If this is 0.5, you actually need to click this one, flip direction. You see that? Flip direction. So depend on which is the distance, where is the angle. For this one, we do not need to click this one, but I just want to show you can do that, because sometimes you may give the dimension for this one, not give dimension for this vertical one. So for this one, we do not need a flip direction, so we're good to go. And click OK. Now we just cut this off. So there are easy ways to do this. Use the fillet. The next one, I'm going to cut a portion off, this portion off. So if you put a cursor on this front plane over here, you will notice that is click your front plane, and if you rotate it, the front plane is right in the middle. That's why you want to make sure that the origin is in the middle. Okay. And another thing that is, if you click this right plan, this right plan is in the middle as well. For this one, I'm going to use the right plan and right click, make a sketch, and go to view orientation, click number 2. Okay, now it's facing to us. Now I'm going to cut this portion off. So what I'm going to do that is click corner rectangle, start from the top corner and draw a rectangle right here. I'm going to use the smart dimension. The distance for this one is 1, and the vertical one is 1.5. Okay, now it's fully defined. Go to feature, extruded cut. So if I rotate a little bit, so you can see that the cut is taking place, and I'm gonna make sure it is through all on both. Cut it completely. Click this green check. So go to isometric view. So we finished this cut. And now we also need to make a hole over here on this side. I'm going to click this surface and make a sketch and click this circle and draw a circle with the smart dimension. The diameter of this circle is 0.75. And the distance from the center to the bottom 0.75. Okay, from the center of this circle, wait until it turns orange. Click to the vertical line 0.75. Okay, it's fully defined. Feature, extruded cut, through all, green check. So we cut this hole. Okay, complete through. Okay. Now we're gonna make a groove over here. Click this surface and make a sketch. Click a corner rectangle. I'm going to click view orientation, number 2. I'm going to start from this point. I'm going to draw a rectangle, smart dimension, and the depth is 0.5. The width of this groove is 0.5 as well. Okay, now it's fully defined. Feature, extruded cut. I'm going to rotate a little bit and cut through all. And click this green check. So we cut a groove over here. Next step that is, I need to draw a circle over here. Click this surface and make a sketch. Once again, view orientation, number 2. I'm going to click a circle. Put a cursor near this one, and at a certain point, the center should appear. Not this one, but the center should appear somewhere here. Because my surface is dark, I'm going to click view style. Click this one. Now once again, that is, if you put a cursor near this quarter circle, and at a certain point, and the center of the circle should appear right here. Okay. Once again, that is, when that appears, make a sketch and smart dimension smart dimension. This the diameter for this one is 1. Diameter for this one is 1. Okay, I'm going to fully define feature, extruded base. Now if I rotate a little bit, it rotates this way, and the length should be, the length of this one should be 1.25. Make sure this one is 1.25. Okay, 1.25. Click this screen check. Okay, if you look at this, you can see that this column actually come out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to click isometric view. Okay, next one I'm going to make a cut for this one. Once again, that is, if you click, you need to have a plan. Once again, that is, you need to have a plan. If you click the right plan, and if you notice that if you rotate this, the right plan does not go through this small column. What you can do that is you can create a plan which is parallel to this plan. Okay. Once again, that is keep your right plan on. Go to reference geometry, create a plan. Okay. We want to create a plan which is parallel to this plan, but goes through the center of this column. Okay. For this one, once again, that is we need to choose a parallel. And the second reference point need to go through the center of this one, of this column. Actually, for any column, you should have an axis. And I want to go to View, Hide and Show, and click Temporary Axis. You will see that is now that is, just make a click somewhere. So if you rotate it, now you can see that is the temporary for this column for this whole. This is the temporary axis. Okay, click the second reference, click this temporary axis. Now that is, we'll have a plan which goes through that axis. Click this green check. Okay, we now have a plan. This plan actually goes through the center of the whole. Did you see that? Okay, so that is the center of the column. So we're ready to go. Now right click this plumber we just created, click make a sketch, and go to viewpoint, number 2. Okay, now we're gonna make a sketch, make a column, select column rectangle, select this point, and put it somewhere here. Go through the temporary axis. Okay, use the smart dimension. This one is actually 0.625. Now it says fully defined. Click feature, extruded cut. Now if I rotate a little bit, and you will see it begin to cut. I want to throw all on both, so it cut the whole piece off. Okay, now go to view orientation, isometric view. Now we finish this part. Next one, all we need to do that is we need to draw. Let's make a circle over here. Click make a sketch. Click circle. Make sure it snap to the center. Smart dimension. And the diameter is 0.5. And features, extruded cut, through all. Hit this screen check. Okay, now we are done. And now we finish this part. And if you do not want to see this plan, click hide. So we finish this one, and you can save the